Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for another banger. And today I'm going to be going over my Rocket League car tier list. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let's get right into it. So my tier list today is going to consist of my top 5 favorite cars, in my opinion, and I'm just going to give you a little info on each car, why I like it, what it does best, to allow you guys to formulate your own opinion. I'm not saying my opinion is superior to anyone else's. I'm just going to tell you guys what I think. And the reason I'm only doing a 5-car tier list is because, to be honest, I haven't gone much outside of those 5 cars. So I wouldn't feel right putting them on the list at all, to be honest. I will have a couple of honorable mentions and let you know why as well for those. But let's hop right into it. Coming in at number 5, we got the Mech. So the reasons I got Mech at number 5 is because it's got a big hitbox, capable of getting some really powerful hits, and overall, I've used it a decent amount, and overall, it seems like an overall good car. I think the Mech is probably one of the most underrated cars. Like I said, it's really good for like power shots and such. But some of its weaknesses come in at like dribbling, since it's so tall. And it also probably struggles a little bit more with like air dribbling, which is why I would keep it down at number 5. So number 4, whip it out for you guys. We got the Breakout. So the Breakout is number 4 for me because some of its strengths. It's got a nice long flat hitbox. It's gonna allow you to get some good flicks on it. No, unlike that flick, that was pretty garbage, but. But overall, it's long car, allows you to get some good flicks, as well as it has pretty good control as far as air dribbling, and it's actually the go-to for a lot of those air dribble or those freestylers that like air dribble for minutes at a time or whatever. But other than that, the few times I've used it, it never really feels all that comfortable. For competitive play, I don't find it to be. I mean, it's pretty easy to dribble with, as I said, dribble and flick, because it's so flat. It's easy to keep it on your car. But other than that, like general shooting, is not. I would not recommend for the Breakout. That's why I got it at number 4. Alright, so the next one, coming into my favorite cars here. Actually, before we get into the top 3, I'm going to give a couple honorable mentions. The first one is going to be the Batmobile. Classic car. I actually had it from a long time ago when you could purchase the DLCs. But for some reason, it is no longer in my inventory. I have yet to figure out why. But anyways, I'd give the Batmobile as an honorable mention because it's pretty much the same as the Dominus, to be honest. But I just didn't put it on a list because I didn't have it. But once again, it's got the long flat car, good for flicks. Get some absolutely massive flicks. But the thing with the Dominus and the Batmobile, and I guess the Breakout too, is that the flicks can be inaccurate at times because they're so big. Like you get such large flicks that you just flick it off the backboard, which could be one of its downfalls. Anyways, another honorable mention is gonna go to the Marauder. It actually has the same hitbox as the Mech, I believe. It's just a lot less used, and I haven't really used it much myself. And the last honorable mention is going to go to the Scarab. Actually has the same hitbox as the Octane, just because of its weird shape. It's hard to tell when you actually can hit the ball. Like, is like its hitbox is disproportionate like to the size of the actual car, which makes it a little confusing, and which is why most people tend to stay away from it. And in general, it is, to be honest, it's kind of ugly. But just wanted to get a little spotlight for the Scarab. All right, so on to my top 3. At number 3, we got the Dominus. For some of the reasons I mentioned before, similar to the Breakout, it's got that long hitbox. The reason I have it higher up than the Breakout is just because it's overall felt more comfortable for me. I think for a while I actually mained the Dominus, not for too long, I don't think, but it felt comfortable enough for me to play competitive. I honestly think one of the reasons it feels better for me is just because of the way it looks. Because with the Breakout, you got like the wheels like sticking out like the side, or like they're like indented into the car, and it just seems like a little confusing to me, like when hitting the ball. I don't know if that's just me. But in general, I think the Dominus is a good car. I've already pointed out its strengths, so there's no reason to repeat them. But the reason it's not my top 2 is just because overall its hitbox, and it's sometimes what's the word? Wild flicks leaves it at number 3. So that takes us to my top 2, which is actually very close. I'm assuming you guys can guess between what cars. But at number 2, we're going to be putting the Fennec. The Fennec, newer car, much newer car. But the Fennec has the same hitbox as the Octane, which is why it's a favorite for so many people. And similar to the Octane, its hitbox actually resembles what the car looks, the shape of the car, unlike the Scarab, which is why it just feels more natural to use. And in general, its hitbox is pretty much good in every scenario. It is still pretty good at flicks, even though I believe the hitbox for the Fennec and the Octane have more accurate flicks. Instead of, they don't have as good of, I mean, depends what you consider good. Do you consider good flicks as being like fast and high? Because then you would prefer like a Dominus hitbox. But if you prefer them to be more accurate and more consistent, then I would consider the Fennec and the Octane to have better hitboxes for dribbling and flicking. But overall, I feel like the hitbox for the Fennec is ideal for shooting and just, I guess, just hitting the ball in general because of its hitbox. It just feels really comfortable for me when I'm struggling or something with the Octane, or I'll just switch to the Fennec, and sometimes it feels nice. I know, even though it's the same car, it's just like a little placebo effect. Sometimes I'll play better with it. But the reason I have Fennec at number 2 instead of 1, just because it just, the Octane is just my go-to, I guess. The Fennec just never quite feels as clean as the Octane. Like, after I play in the Fennec for a while, and then switch back to the Octane, it just feels so nice. I don't know if it's the shape of the car. Obviously I know their hitboxes are the same, but like right now, like when I switch back and I do that speed flip, it just feels clean. I've already mentioned like the advantages as far as the hitbox and flicks and dribbling. What I haven't talked about is the I'd say the Fennec and the Octane are the best for air dribbling. Maybe second to only the Breakout. But in my preference, I prefer the I still prefer the Octane for air dribbling. It just always feels more comfortable for me, probably in almost every situation. I'm just so used to it. I don't know if I could ever main a different car other than the Fennec, maybe. Um, I think a lot of people are in agreement that the Octane is the best car. Um, um, so I know it's not very original to put the Octane at my favorite, but um, if I could track like how much time I have on each car, it would probably be not even close. Does it track? Let's see. It tracks by wins. Um, so I have 2,300 wins with the Octane. Let's see, the Merc, I have 29. Oh, jeez. Fennec, I have 251. I probably have more with the Dominus just because it's been around for so much longer. Where is the Dominus? I'm blind. El Dominus, where is it? Jesus, I can't see. 4, okay. 4. I bet if I went into my other account, I would probably have quite a few. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna conclude today's video. Everyone, let me know in the comments your favorite car or even your top 5 favorite cars, and why you put them there. If you guys agree or disagree with any of my choices, be sure to let me know. I'll definitely be in the comments responding to all your guys' opinions. And I'd appreciate it if you guys let me know. Are you guys enjoying these the car design videos, or would you guys like to see more gameplay videos? I might get back into playing some competitive. We'll see. I've kind of been feeling a little bit recently. I haven't played since that one video I made last week. But I've been thinking about it. So if you guys want to see some gameplay videos, we'll give it a shot. But if you guys enjoy, be sure to leave a like, subscribe. Let's get to 1,000 subs. That'd be crazy. Might be a giveaway going at 1,000 subs. We'll see. I've been thinking about it. Not sure when I'm gonna know for sure, but anyways, I'll stop babbling. If you guys enjoyed, hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Catch you guys next time.